What's up, runners? I'm your running coach, Julie, and I'm here today to answer any questions you may have on running form. It's important as we get started to remember one thing. It does not have to be perfect to be good. These are just a few of my favorite tips and drills to help you find your perfect running form. Why is it important to have good running form? It's important to have good running form because you'll run more efficiently, you'll run faster, and you will stay healthy and be able to run longer over time. So we know what perfect running form is, but how do we get there? What does it look like? Let's break it down. So let's start with the feet. You may be wondering, how should my feet be landing when I run? That's a great question, and it's really where it all starts. It sounds really simple, but you want your foot to land ideally directly under your center of mass. Here's what that would look like. Why that's important. There's a lot of stress involved with the running motion. That's why it's so effective, but that's also why it's so important to make sure that we're doing it correctly. There are a few drills that you can work on and incorporate into your daily routine to help improve your running form. Let's jump in. So there are 3 simple drills that I like to work on foot strike, and these are the claw drill, high knees, and skips. I'm gonna show you what each one of those would look like. Number 1, claw drill. That nice balancing on one leg position and throwing in a quick leg swing. What you're hearing strike is the ball of my foot, working on the active free swinging leg, but also making sure you're pushing through the hip on the supporting leg so you're staying nice and tall. This helps so when you're running, the ground isn't absorbing a lot of your energy. The force that you're putting in the ground is being used to propel your body forward. Number 2, high knees. Just taking that claw drill, pushing off the ground a little bit harder to advance it a little bit more. I really like this drill because it helps you to avoid the heel striking motion, which is putting on the brake every single step. So high knees helps you feel the correct way to push off the ground. Finally, the skips. Taking that claw drill, taking that high knees, just pushing off the ground a little bit harder for a skip. It's important for a runner because it just takes that claw drill, moves it into a high knees, applies more force to the ground, and gets us closer to a running motion. That's it. What should my upper body look like? Believe it or not, what happens with your feet and your upper body should be connected. It does matter as it relates to running mechanics and efficiency. Ideally, you want your arms bent at about a 90-degree angle, and your fists want to be relaxed, either in like a thumbs up position, or I like to say as though you're holding 2 eggs and you don't want to break them. And then just pull those elbows back so it looks like a nice swinging motion. One thing I also like to cue is wrist to hip or hand in the pocket, making sure that your wrists are coming by your hips and not too high up and not out to the sides. Leading with the elbow, posture nice and tall, eyes on the horizon. So final question, how do I maintain good running form? My favorite 2 ways to do this are to work on running form drills, those 3 simple drills that we mentioned while you're tired, and number 2, strength training. Working on strength training that will improve your core, your stability, strengthening the muscles of your quads, your hamstrings, your hips, and not forgetting about that upper body because we talked about how important that is for maintaining your running form and efficiency. So if you're looking for strength training for runners to improve your form and efficiency, head on over to our Brooks channel for some other content. So remember, proper running form looks a little bit different for everyone. It doesn't have to be perfect to be good. See you next time.